Hi guys, it's me. I made two videos before I'm making this one. I did a video, just a sort of vlog, but sort of apologizing for why I haven't been on, and a couple reasons why I haven't been on. It's called Breakups and a New Boyfriend. Wonder what that's gonna be about. I also did a cover of Christina Perri's Jar of Heart, so go check that out. Like I said in my first video, I was going to make a really deep video, and this is that video. So, for all day, I'm wearing this black ribbon tied around my wrist. What it means is a symbolization of, how do I say this, of strength. If you've ever cut yourself, harmed yourself, if you've ever starved yourself or made yourself anorexic, or thought suicidal thoughts, or ever felt badly about yourself to the point where you don't want to live anymore, this supports everyone who's done that. And the reason I'm wearing one is because I used to think that stuff. Yeah, I know I seem fun and stuff all the time, and I hardly ever get really sad. But I was self-harming since I was about 12 years old. That's about 3 years. I stopped fully cutting about, oh my gosh, about around the time of my birthday of this year, when I turned 15. The reason I started cutting is because I felt everyone was just pressing down on me, and it was getting hard for me to breathe, and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't move or say what I wanted to say or do what I want to do. I just felt so compressed and compelled to do what other people wanted me to do, and I felt it was more important about what other people thought of me than what I thought of me. So when someone sat there and said, "Oh, you're ugly, you're fat, you look stupid, your forehead's too high, your eyes are too close together," I took that to heart, and I used to go home every day, just lock myself in my room and cry. I didn't have a lot of friends. I wasn't that popular when I was younger. But I stopped doing that stuff for a while when I met other people who did it, and it just felt easier talking to them about it instead of actually doing it myself. I started going to counseling for it. There's this website, or not website, but a group on Facebook that helps me, the anti-depression and anti-suicide group. Someone added me on Facebook. I met a lot of people on there, and I have a lot of friends on my friends list from that group. I still talk to most of them today. Whenever I get upset about something, I really need to talk to someone. It helps me through a lot. And what I'm trying to do right now is tell you guys my story, to show you that we all have it bad, but it's best not to do anything. Just I don't know. But one of the other major reasons I started doing that stuff, as I tell you guys all the time, my family is separated between my mom's side and my dad's side. As you guys know, this summer I stayed here in Arkansas instead of going to my dad's house in Illinois, and I'm probably never going back. The reason to that is, me and my stepmom don't get along very well. We used to get really along really well together. She was my best friend. I could go to her when I felt bad about things, to ask her about makeup or nails or anything. But once I started doing, I started cutting and everything and going into deep depression, I wore black all the time, dark clothes, and no one noticed. So I felt like no one really cared about me, especially when I'm thinking about my stepmom, because she used to do that stuff too. And I thought she would support me in a way, not to where she'd say it's okay, but for her to be there when I need her, instead of me having to, have a blade for a friend instead of an actual human being. But the first time I told my stepmom, I was sitting with my dad and her in the living room of their house, and I told them I needed to talk to them, and I sat them down and I told them, I said, I have chronic depression. It's been going on for a while. And things have been going on in my life to where it's not where I'm happy enough to try to live anymore. And I told them that, and they didn't kind of reacted the way I thought they would. They said, oh, well, if I ever catch you doing anything like that, I'm going to kick your butt, we're going to send you off to some loony bin and stuff like that. So I cleaned up. I didn't talk to anyone about anything anymore. But at that moment, I knew that, I guess, I don't know, I just wanted to live to prove them wrong, that, I can stop when I want to. So, I stopped for a while. Sorry if you hear background noise, sorry. But stopped for a while, and then I started hanging out with friends I made. Yes, they were guys, because I get along well with guys, and I do girls, because girls cause way too much drama. So, met some new friends that were guys, and, girls dress how they want to dress, shorty shorts and tank top in summer, completely fine, because it's hot. They're burning up. I'm not going to sit there and go out in a t-shirt when I can wear a tank top. I'm not going to go out in jean shorts when I can wear nice short shorts, swim shorts. So, my stepmom started calling me a whore and a slut and other things, and she was telling my friends bad things about me, like, oh, she used to cut, oh, she acts different around you guys than she does at home, oh, she's a little bee, she's a brat, she's not worth your time. And of course they didn't believe her, thank God. And they still remains my friends, and I hope they're watching this, because I do really miss them, and it's going to be hard not being able to see them again until I'm 18 or 19. That's 3-4 years away. It's going to be really hard to stay away from them that long, especially my little sister, because she lives up there and not down here with me. And if I could, and if my parents would allow it, she'd be down here. But it's going to be really hard being away from my sister, trying to be strong for myself, so that when I'm old enough, I can be stronger for her when she needs me. Because right now, she's on suicide watch, and she's getting, she's almost got molested by a kid I used to know, and I wasn't there to protect her. That was this summer, and I wasn't there to protect her because when I found out, I broke down and I called myself selfish for trying to help me stay healthy mentally instead of being there for my little sister when she needed me. But then I started thinking, if I'm going to help her, I need to help myself first and be in the best condition I can be to help her. So I stayed here for the rest of the summer, and I guess that's the summer part of the story. Before the summer, the major reason I decided not to go up to Chicago anymore, besides my stepmom calling me that stuff around my friends, I know this is weird, but I don't like vegetables. I can't stand them, and plus I have braces, so I can't have some of them, like broccoli, green beans I don't like anyways, so thank goodness I don't really need to be eating them either. But one night, we had green beans with our dinner, and I can't eat them, and I told my dad that, and he told me I wasn't leaving the table, so I finished them. And then my brother went off on me about something that I did earlier or something, and I went off on him. My stepmom went off on me saying, "Oh, you just called your Christian stupid, so you're calling you're calling Maddie stupid, you're calling Ryan stupid," and all that. And I don't know what happened. I guess just everything that happened so far that summer just piled up on me at that moment. And I broke down and started crying. And you know, when you cry, you don't want people to see you, so you hide your face. And I hid my face like this. I was crying. I had my legs up, trying to hold myself together. And my stepmom decided, hold on guys, I'm kind of doing the thing. Okay. Sorry guys, she doesn't really know I'm doing this right now, because she doesn't really want this anywhere, but I think it's important. So, anyways, my stepmom thought it would be funny to make a game out of my sadness, out of my pain, and said, "Ooh, let's make a bet of how long she can stay like that. Let's see how many minutes she'll be acting like a little brat baby." So she got a piece of paper and tore it up into little strips and gave one strip to each one in the family that was at the table. They have cut so that everyone that was at the table, and it started writing down how many minutes I'd stay like that. And that was the end of it. I got so pissed off and upset and depressed. I just got up. I was like, you know what? If I kill myself one day, it's going to be your fault. And then I sat there and I slammed like that. My chair hit the wall, and I ran, and my dad grabbed me and pushed me against the corner of the wall, because there was a corner there, and I told him to let me go, and he wouldn't, and he twisted my arm, and I said, "Ow," he wouldn't let go. So, you know, my reaction was, this person's hurting me, and I can't escape. So that's when I started fighting, because I was scared. I thought he was going to hurt me. So I started kicking and punching and fighting, and he kicked my leg out from under me, and my side hit the corner. Pretty turned me, and my side hit the corner. My head slammed down on the floor, and his excuse was that I was going for the knife, because he said I was going to kill myself. No, I was not doing that. I grabbed a chair to swing myself around to bolt through the living room up the stairs to get my phone and lock my door and then climb down my bedroom window. Yeah, that was my plan. But he grabbed me and got on top of me and I couldn't breathe. And I was screaming because my lungs would not fill, and I started having a panic attack because I couldn't breathe. I was scared. I was screaming, and my stepmom sat there and told my siblings, the people that I care about most, that they needed to leave because I was going to hurt them, that I was not safe for myself, to myself, or to them. And my little brother got up and said my name, and then his brother took him and went to the other room. And the look on my little brother's face, and he was scared of me. And I wasn't a danger to him, or to my sister, or to my other brothers. Just my stepmom lying to them like that really hurt me. But I sit there, and I was screaming. I kept screaming because I was scared, and I thought he was going to kill me. I thought I was going to die then. So I sit there, and he told my stepmom to get his phone. She went and got his phone, and he said if I didn't shut the F up, that he was gonna go call the police and tell them to call the asylum people to come get me, and I would never see anyone ever again. And then he sat there and acted like he was calling them, and I thought he was because I couldn't see his phone. And he said, just hi, you know, blah blah blah, my name is blah blah, I have my daughter blah 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 here, and she's screaming and she's threatening to kill herself, blah blah blah, my address is blah blah blah, you know. And I was scared. He said, you better shut the up, or else they're going to be coming over and they're going to take you, and you're never going to see anyone again, you're never going to see friends, your family, no one. And finally, you know, I tried to take in as much little oxygen as I could, and I held it, and it finally got off me, and I asked for the phone so I could call my mom, and he said, finish your green beans. So I went over there, and I ate the green beans, even though they were getting caught in my braces. I was choking on most of them, and then I went to the bathroom, I threw up, and then I went back to the table, and I called my little sister in there, and she was scared of me. I asked her to go get my phone, and she went and got my phone, and then I called my mom, and I was freaking out, and then my phone died. So I told my dad, I told him to give me his phone and to go tell my little sister to get my charger. And she went and got my charger. I plugged my phone in, and I used my phone to call my mom and to finish talking to her. And she went and talked to my dad, and as soon as he left the room, I couldn't breathe because I didn't have anyone to talk to me through that, because I was so terrified. I was shaking. I thought the police were coming to get me. So I sit there and I turned my phone on, and even though it was charging and pretty much dead, I went and I called my older cousin and told her what was going on, and she told me that if Mom needed her to, she'd cancel her trip and come get me. So I told her I didn't know I'd have to talk to my mom again. And then my phone died again. And I just hung up, and I was having another panic attack when my dad brought his phone in and I talked to my mom again. And she said I was going to have to wait till that Thursday, which was 2 days away, or a day, if you don't count that day. But the next day was the day we were leaving, and usually on Christmas, when we went to my dad's, celebrate my birthday the day before we leave, because he doesn't see me on my birthday. So he made my favorite cake, strawberry cake with strawberry icing and sprinkles. He made that night, that morning, and since we're leaving, every time we leave or every time we get there, we make this cereal. It's like a hot cereal. It's called Cocoa Meats. It's really good. But it's a cereal we always make when we leave. It's special. We've had it with kids, but they don't make it anymore. It's really hard to find. It's like $50 on Amazon or something like that. But I had to sit there and wait for my dad to get home to fix that, because my sister asked my stepmom if I could make it. She blew up on me and said that I wasn't allowed to be sister because I wasn't safe. I went to go wake up my little brother because he was right next to me, and I knocked on his door, and he said, "Who is it?" I said, "It's Tony," because that's my nickname. That's a nickname for me. And he told me to go away. He said, "Dangerous." I said, "No, you're dangerous, Mommy said so." And so I left. And I went downstairs, I packed my stuff, I got it to the front door, and I went to the street corner. I sat down there, and I didn't get up for about 5 hours, because my dad got home. And then I brought my stuff back to the front porch. Then I had an argument with my dad. And I walked outside again with my stuff. Stayed there for about 30 minutes. So my dad called the cops on me again. And so I still have the birthday card he gave me that night, somewhere, because that's the one good thing that came out of that trip, was that little card, one card, that whole trip. But I got really depressed when I came home from that trip, and I started studying again. I actually still have one of the things I used to put myself as a reminder. It's over there. It's just a simple thing, just a little tiny piece of glass that I found laying in my floor one day, because I broke something. I can't remember what I broke, because I dropped something, and it jabbed in my foot, and I took it out and stuff, and I kept it. And every time I felt depressed or upset, I used it. But yesterday I found this thing on Facebook. It said National Depression Awareness Day. It said this black ribbon to let everyone know what you've been through, and if you see another person wearing a black ribbon, tell them to stay strong. There was, I think I've seen probably 7 or 8 people today at school wearing black ribbons. And I told them, you know, stay strong. You're going to get through it just like I did. It might take a while, but you're going to get through it. Yeah, I might be crying now because it was really emotional for me, and especially since I'm telling you guys, it's like I'm reliving it. And it feels like I still have the bruises of his hand on my arm and everything. But that's not going to happen again. So I'm just happy that I'm safe now. And, you know, if you guys ever feel depressed or anything, you know, try to think of alternatives. The things I used to do when I got upset when I was stopping was take a red pen and draw a line on yourself, and it looks like you have it, but you don't. Or if you need to feel the pain, take a rubber band, wrap it around your wrist, and pop it. That's a really good technique. You can also use that for anger issues. That's what I used to do. But there's a lot of things you can do besides cutting yourself or thinking about suicide. There's a lot of things. And if you guys ever need anyone to talk to about anything like that, you know, I give out my Facebook to you guys. I told you guys my Instagram, I told you guys my Snapchat, my Twitter. I'll leave a link for my Facebook in the bio or in the description. You guys can always talk to me on YouNow. You know, just whenever you guys feel down, just message me. I may not message right away because I have school, have after school things, but I will try to message you back, especially if you mention, like, hey, I saw your video about this, and just let me know who you are and why you're contacting me so that way I don't think you're weird or anything. I usually accept friend requests, but just send me a message. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys my story, and you know, if you guys ever need anything, I'm here. And if you guys ever need anyone to talk to, anyone to make a video for you, maybe if you want me to put your story out there, maybe not say your name, but put your story out there for everyone else to see what you've been through or what you're still living, you're still carrying on, you know, just tell me what's going on in your life. I'll share it. I'll change your name around and make you a Bob instead of a parakeet, or make you parakeet instead of a pony, or whatever your name is. I don't care what your name is. Well, I do care what your name is, but you know, I'll change your name if you want me to. If you don't want me to, that's fine. Just tell me, because, you know, we had to write emotional stories in English once, and I wrote down my story, and I didn't want to present it because I was nervous and scared, and I don't like people knowing about me. And I gave it to one of my friends, and he read it, and he changed the name, and no one ever found out who wrote it. Well, of course, now they're going to know if they watch this. But if you guys ever need anyone to talk to, I'm always here. I know a lot of other YouTubers out there like to hear your stories too. Let me see if I can think of Shane Dawson for sure. Matthew Lush, or also known as Gay God. Gosh. But there's the only two people I can think of right now. They're really good with listening to stuff like that. Tyler Oakley would be another good one, I'm pretty sure, to talk to him about it. They're all really supportive, especially Matthew and Shane, since they're going through a lot right now. Matthew just got over his breakup. Shane just got over his breakup and coming out as bisexual, which I praise him for. It's such a wonderful thing that he has enough courage to do that. But see, you guys can do that stuff. If you're depressed because you want to come out and want to tell the world, guys, don't be scared to be who you are. Don't. Because you're going to get... it feels like every day you're faking to be someone else. That person you're pretending to be just eats at you, and then the person who you actually are is gone. And you're always going to be this fake person. So try to be yourself. People will like you more. Maybe not all the time, but I'll like you for who you are. You know, I don't like when people act fake. You know, I used to act fake, and I hated myself for it. But now, this is the real me. I cuss when I get mad. You know, I'll sit there, I'll threaten someone if they're making fun of my friends. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna kick your butt. Back off, that's my best friend right there. No. If someone's sitting there flirting with my boyfriend, I'll be like, hey, ho, bah, my action. Oh, you know, that's the real me. I'm mean when I want to be. I'm fun when I want to be. I'm happy now. You know, just be who you are. Don't let, you know, anyone tell you who they want you to be. Be yourself. And if you ever need anyone to talk to, I'm always here. Well, I gotta go, guys. Thank you for listening to me ramble on about this important thing about me rambling on. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. And I will see you guys whenever. Bye.